Hello, this will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so, so much. I am so proud of you. There has been a massive amount of change in a very short amount of time. I'm talking about deep personal transformation, and even though this has been happening over the course of a few years, I'm hearing that is still a very short amount of time, right? So be kind to yourself, go easy on yourself. It's like you're on a new set of legs or something. Okay, so you literally have a team. You literally have a team. You have spirit guides that are around you, past life versions of yourself, ancestors, and at the forefront of this, the highest version of your soul self who is guiding you. They're all so, so proud of you and cheering you on. I'm being asked to tell you that you are allowed to ask for more clarity and ask for more specific messages. I'm hearing ask your guides to scream at you. Just scream at you loud and clear and really lean into the knowing that you deserve that. Lean into the knowing that you deserve to be guided with clarity, and this is really going to help you on your path. I'm getting you have guides around you guys, and they almost want you to lean on them in a sense when it comes to information and bringing things into your conscious awareness, right? You're making the subconscious conscious, and I'm getting through this lifelong journey of healing. You've really tapped into this this feeling of self-worth and worthiness. That's the stage where you're at now. You're coming into contact with some feeling of self-worth that didn't exist within this current lifetime. This Persian card in the centerpiece of your reading, it just screams confidence. It screams aura and luxury, right? And comfort and knowing. There's this sense of knowing, deep belief within yourself that you're worth it. The intuition is really strong in this card, all right? It's okay to trust your intuition at this time. Your third eye has been activated, and somebody here is really coming into the understanding that they have control over their vibrational state, and therefore they are able to project their ideal version of reality onto their 3D state. Someone's really taking their power back. That's what I'm getting. Taking your power back, being comfortable in your own skin, I'm hearing. On the masculine side, I get the Chariot and the Fool in reverse. Really interesting energy. A part of you knows that this thing that you're manifesting into the 3D is going to be incredibly successful. You are incredibly determined to make this thing happen. I'm hearing you're showing up for yourself and you're showing up for other people is what I'm getting to. You're here to be a guiding light. There's a part of you that is potentially experiencing some resistance. It's like you're at a jumping off point. I'm hearing the word launch pad. I feel like we're in a liminal space here. There's like a liminal space between the old and the new life that we're caught between, where we're potentially feeding the old life and the new life and trying to keep something in balance, even though we're becoming aware that. And I just knocked this Persian card upside down. There's something that affects our self-worth and our feeling of worthiness. There's something that we know that we can't take through this portal. There's some kind of toxic person, place, or thing that we understand we cannot take with us. There's an energy that is no longer serving us. And on the other side of this is a life that is going to feel so good, and there is so much for us. But I really feel like there's an aspect of us that is now becoming conscious. We're becoming consciously aware of it. There's still a lingering energy. There's something that we can't take with us, and we're trying to create balance in our life. And I feel like you're becoming consciously aware that there is an imbalance that exists still on your feminine side. That's what I'm getting here. It affects your self-worth and it affects your mental clarity. Puts you in some kind of a trance state. It's like hypnotic. The way that some old energy has a bit of a hold on you or something. That's your masculine side, the Fool in reverse and the Chariot upright. On your feminine side, I get the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups in reverse. That's what makes me think that there's an imbalance on the feminine side. something to do with our level of excitement and our creativity and our passion. I really feel like Spirit is asking us to let go of something that makes us feel good and try and find new behaviors, or really lean into new behaviors that will fill that space. There's something that we're using to emotionally satisfy ourselves or emotionally cope as we move through this transition. You've been doing so well up until this point. And you are doing so well. Like, I'm not saying that you stopped doing well. Like, you are totally in the right place at the right time. And you're receiving this information and becoming aware of it because you're ready. You are somebody who's been taking control of your life and fully stepping into your power. And you want this. And you know that there's something that exists in your life, in your energetic field, that is not serving you, something to do with your emotions. And I think health is relevant here, but I'm really being called to bring up the emotions and the way that we feel our emotions, and we have this energy in motion, this emotion in our body that will literally create disease if we suppress our emotions. You're being asked to continue to do this deep dive into your subconscious self and find the root cause of this imbalance, potentially through depriving yourself of something that is a coping mechanism, or creating a really strong boundary when it comes to whatever is creating an imbalance in your life. I feel like patience is relevant here. There's something about the slow game and not wanting to charge forward. Maybe something about when we don't feel like we're moving at the speed that we would like. There's some toxic thing that we will rely on that affects our clarity and our judgment and our ability to move forward and leap into this new space. It's creating some kind of a moral dilemma here. Because I do feel like you're aware of this and you understand that to be in this new space and potentially really step into some kind of a service role, you know that you need to be at your best. So, some of you literally need more sleep, and that's the long and the short of it with this drowsy card here. You just need more rest. But for others of you, there's just something that is creating an imbalance that affects your self-worth and your level of mental clarity, and you understand that you want to be performing at a certain level before you step into this new role. It's like stepping into a new role, I'm hearing, and there's a need to make a choice, choose between two different options, create balance, obviously, with the Chariot being a card of balance, and with these scales appearing here on this conscience card, but having to potentially choose one thing and move forward with one thing at a time. I'm really getting that with the Two of Cups in reverse showing up, and this Do-Duo card, which is these two heads that are moving in sync. You're being asked to commit to something. Hemi-sync might be significant here, the gateway tapes for some of you. And I feel like potentially there's a commitment that needs to be made to yourself. Now that you are really stepping into your power and deciding to show up for yourself, put yourself first so that you can move into a bigger space where you're able to achieve more and get more out of life, more of the things that you want. Now that you've decided to really make that happen, you're being asked to commit to yourself on an emotional level. Like I was saying, continue to do this exploration into your subconscious mind with the Moon and Uranus showing up as your gift. Continue to do that deep dive and potentially radically alter your self-care routine and the way that you emotionally nurture yourself. There needs to be a radical change in the way that you nurture your emotions. And potentially, as I've been saying, there's some toxic energy that affects your clarity that we're using to give ourselves emotional support or lean on, so that it makes our emotional exploration a bit easier. But you're being asked to find new things or lean into new things that give you that emotional fulfillment that you know actually serve you and are not good for you. And I will say too, there is a heavy message about not being afraid to be different. Like, dare to be different is what I'm hearing. Because the Fool is ruled by Uranus, which is radical change and revolutionary energy, things that haven't been done before, right? That's you. You guys are ready for this. It's like you're on the cutting edge of something. It's like you have ideas or methodologies or ways of teaching people, ways of raising a family, you know, ways of sharing ideas with people. Like you guys have like a new invention or something that needs to be seen. So you're being asked not to be afraid to make that first move and really step into that new space because you're so ready for this. You're so determined and you have a really good idea that is destined to work. The Chariot does represent a successful journey. So that's a pretty wild message, guys. And I just have to say, I am like, this is wild stuff here because you're kind of what I'm hearing is that you're a leader and leaders have nobody to follow. Even if you don't feel like it's on some kind of a massive scale, you are destined to do things your own way and create your own positive change in life. And like I was saying, take some kind of level of responsibility for your frequency and vibration so that you can heal the collective in a sense by doing your part, showing up and doing your part. Crows might be significant here. And yeah, it's all about taking action towards emotional fulfillment in ways that are healthy. And you have the confidence now, or at least you're developing the confidence and that feeling of self-worth, which is going to allow you, with the Queen of Wands here, this is going to allow you to step away from, I really get that this is something that made us feel good in the past, with the Three of Cups in reverse showing up. There is something in our life that has made us feel good in the past that we would lean on for emotional fulfillment, that we are now so consciously aware that it no longer serves us. And I get that we've been moving away from it, but there needs to be some kind of a hard boundary, and the hard boundary will be created through having the courage to jump into this new space. I'm hearing some of you won't have time to indulge in some kind of an old activity due to you actually just like living your soul's purpose and being seen and being that star, being that shining light for people. That's really what I'm getting here, guys. This is a hectic message, and the radical change that I'm getting, there's something bubbling up underneath the surface here. There's something I'm getting like a restless energy. The liver might be significant. There's something about detoxing here. Purity, wanting to bring purity into this new space and really not wanting to bring this imbalance into this new like role that you're setting up for yourself. That's the moral dilemma here. And it's all about emotional fulfillment and being able to create emotional fulfillment in healthy ways. That's really the message here, guys. Like I was saying, the liver, something about detoxing, diet, your emotional self and your emotional body and the way that it can create a default state of rest in your body, or on the flip side of that, create dis-ease. Yeah, I really think there's something here about rest and patience and meditation. And through doing that and showing up and doing that kind of like through some kind of a routine here, it's like over time going to provide you with an emotional opportunity, something that feels really good. While you defend yourself, like you'll be in the process of defending yourself from something that doesn't serve. Really clear message here, guys. The Chariot is all about balance. There's something about taking responsibility, but creating good feelings in your life. Like there's like this Saturnian theme here, like this Saturn energy. And we want to show up and be responsible for ourselves and do what we know is best for us, because we're at this level where we're ready for it. We're mature enough to take this on. But we don't want to compromise in terms of our happiness and our emotional fulfillment, which is a good thing. Like, I'm not asking you to compromise here. There's something about creating balance between that mature energy that knows what's good and knows how to show up for itself and take responsibility for itself, but still maintaining a high vibration. And that's why I think there's something about patience here. It's like you're transitioning into a new life through there's going to be some kind of leap of faith here, like literally jumping into a new space. There's going to be some kind of a leap of faith here, setting up a hard boundary with something that you know that you can't take with you because it affects your clarity and your ability to serve other people, and it affects your intuition, and it's just not good for you. And through jumping into this new space, you're going to be provided with more clarity when it comes to your soul journey, more guidance. You're going to be a shining light and a beacon for other people. That in itself is going to be so exciting for you, and it's going to present you with new emotional opportunities, new relationships, and new ways of making yourself feel good that are really healthy here. I get lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Yo, so... Sorry, guys. I don't know. Where is this book? Oh, I know where Sorry. Sorry, guys. I found the book. I want to read this message because I literally... This is so weird. Like, I thought about this card yesterday. I couldn't remember what it was called, but I thought of that line. You've done this before. I've never actually read this message. And I thought yesterday, I wonder what that means. Really. Like, at face value, it's quite obvious, like past life memories and, repeating some kind of a cycle here. You're breaking some kind of a major cycle. But I'm so called to read this message right now. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you've been receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. This activation here, this affirmation, it says, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. All right, maybe just to repeat that to yourself with the inherent knowing, like I was saying, that self-worth and that knowing that you deserve the clarity and the guidance and you're here to do something really important. It says, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. Guys, to really affirm that and to really lean into the knowing that you deserve some kind of a specific guidance because you're here for something greater. You're following your soul's path, you're on your soul journey, and you're receiving this information because you're ready to receive it. You're receiving this information now because you're ready to receive it. You're at a jumping off point and you're ready to let something go and put an end to a cycle here. Venus, give and receive love, find value and see beauty. Guys, there's things in your life that are going to really open up for you. And I'm hearing are going to welcome you in, that are going to give you emotional fulfillment, that are going to give you emotional fulfillment in ways that you cannot even imagine because you haven't experienced this level of emotional fulfillment in your lifetime. So we are currently moving away and setting up hard boundaries when it comes to things in our life that used to provide us with that level of emotional fulfillment and no longer serve us, so that we can move into a new space, a completely new space, right? Something that has never been done before, Cardinal Moon. You guys have the keys. You have some kind of an idea here. You have some kind of an energy, some ability here that has never been done before. And I'm getting purity here. You guys are creating more purity in your life so that you can move into this new space. I'm getting bees are significant here. Bees, the sweet honey of life and working with a community. There's something about community, taking responsibility for yourself, showing up so that we can work as a team. There's something about our food supply, taking responsibility for our food supply and our abundance and our ability to create like a foundation when it comes to being healthy and exploring our emotions and understanding how dis-ease is created in the body. And yeah, something about parasites, flushing out toxins, doing a cleanse, doing that on a personal level so that parasitic energy that exists within our collective can be removed. Guys, this is a hectic message. Let me pull one more card, a spirit animal card, and then I'm gonna call it there because I feel like that was quite clear. I know there was a lot of different kind of energy coming at us all at once, but you guys have totally got this. I am called to say that you are the Chariot card. You are literally a living embodiment of the Chariot card. You've so got this. You are ready to receive this information and jump into this new space, jump into this full energy. You've done this before. So trust your soul's guidance, ask for more specificity, declare that you're unlocking your soul memories. And I really get that something wild is going to happen here, guys, something that we can't even imagine. I'm really getting that Uranus energy here, and it's going to feel good. It's not a bad thing with this Venus card here. There's something that's going to feel so good. And let's see what the spirit animals have to give us here. Moth spirit, surrender now. Number 39 might be significant here. Adds up to 12. Sevens might be significant here too, with the Chariot card. And this Persian, it's got the number 70 on it. Like I said, something about the liver. Canada might be significant. Crows and moths, right? Moth spirit. And the moth spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? It says moth spirit can be intense and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. It is too easy to switch from one addiction to another, distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. The moth said the quiet part out loud. Yo, I'm right here with you guys. Hey, like I said, you're doing so well and you're so ready to receive this information. I'm so proud of you guys. Distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth Spirit calls you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when you think you are headed toward the light but are really heading into a fire that will cause burnout. Yo, like I was saying, I think more rest is needed here than potentially we realized here. With the Four of Swords and this Drowsy card, guys, I think rest and meditation is going to be a big thing here. Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is a time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. Can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. You are not a machine. Listen to Moth Spirit's message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Totally nailed it. Thanks, big thanks to the Moth. Big shout out to the Moth Spirit here. Saying basically a lot of the stuff that I was trying to cover in this reading here. I apologize for any kind of scattered energy, but I feel like the message is super clear. And the Moth Spirit, the The beautiful moth spirit here is leaving us with the gift that we are being given permission to radically change our self-care routine and our emotional care and confront these things head on and make such a beautiful positive change in our life. So with that, I'll totally leave it there. And like I said, I'm so proud of you guys, and we've come a long way together. So here's to creating this beautiful new earth and taking our power back. Taking responsibility for our frequency, vibration, and emotions, and 100% taking our power back. I'm so proud of you guys, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me, and I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. World peace forever. Love you. Bye-bye.